president of KWARA Baptist Conference, Reverend Victor Dada, has alleged that Muslim fundamentalists promised to burn down First Baptist Church Surulere, Ilorin, Kwara State, where Christians gathered for a peaceful demonstration on Wednesday. Sahara reporters had reported how a clash broke out between Christians and Muslims over a controversy bordering on the use of hijab by Muslim students in schools in the state. In a statement, Dada alleged that the Muslim fundamentalists overpowered the police, forcibly removed the gate, signboard of the school, and threw stones at Christians there for over 1 hour. According to him, at least 20 people, including 4 pastors, were wounded and 3 were hospitalized. The statement partly read, "Despite that the case is at the Supreme Court and a stay of execution was obtained by proprietors of the mission school, the government announced the use of hijab and reopening of the schools today." Christians who were today at First Baptist Church Surulere, Ilorin on peaceful demonstration with drums and trumpets came under serious attack by Muslim fundamentalists who mobilized themselves and out in large numbers to attack us. They overpowered the police, forcefully removed the gates and signboard of the school, and started stoning us for over 1 hour. Only the gallant resistance of members and eventual security reinforcement saved the church from being burnt. More than 20 people, including 4 pastors, were wounded with 3 hospitalized. The fundamentalists, in the presence of security officials, vehemently attempted to burn the church, and when repelled, threatened to burn the church either during the day or at night. They doused the church gates with petrol and vandalized the auditorium. They also went ahead to vandalize the Apostolic Church Eruda Ilorin, a church without any grants-aided school. The cleric stated that the church maintains its stance on the controversial issue, stressing that wearing of hijab will not be permitted in mission schools. He also alleged that in the last 15 years, the government had not employed teachers for Christian religious knowledge teachers, but employed Islamic religious teachers in schools, including the mission schools. It is surprising that the government has become a government of the Muslim, by the Muslim and for the Muslim in a state, which is with the state Governor Abdurrahman Abdurrazak policies, pronouncements, and attitude. We wish to restate our stand that our schools are grant-aided and not public schools. At no time since the grant-aiding policy started in 1974 has any government designed or uniform for schools. This has always been the responsibility of the proprietors, be it community or mission. It should be noted that Christians have always complied with Islamic guidelines in grant-aided Muslim school, as Muslims do not allow any Christian practice in their schools. The Muslims and the government should not take our gentleness for weakness. The government has not employed Christian religious knowledge teachers in the last 15 years, but kept employing and posting imam and Islamic religious teachers in large numbers, even in mission schools. We shall not allow the use of hijab in our schools. We will defend our faith and defend our inheritance. We demand that the government should return our schools. Yes, so this whole thing is getting out of hand. Well, let's hear what people are saying. All this nonsense is the fault of our Christian leaders, because it has been long these people started this intimidation and attacks on Christians. But whenever they take any step, instead of our so-called leaders to say something or act on that very thing, they will tell you to fast and pray for God's intervention. Now, this is the result of our fasting and praying all the time. We're supposed to help ourselves. God will help us. Very sad indeed. Must Muslim kids attend Christian school if they cannot adhere to the concept, or code, or norm and values of the mission? This is utterly annoying to debate about. It is not a government school. I hope the Muslim community are aware of that. He said that you abide by the rules or check the next door. As simple as that. Anything short of this, the essence and values of the mission is far gone. That is what we are hearing, because from what we were hearing before, if not that this man is here explaining it, because they said the government has taken over all those schools. And also people are expecting the government to be neutral on this. But as it is now, the government has not taken over the school. It is still a mission school. So why imposing this whatever? Well, it's just like you have some Muslim school, some Christians go there, they recite all of the things they recite. If you know that you're not comfortable with that, you can't recite. Nobody's forcing you to go there as a Christian, because you are seeing other schools. They say it has to be that one. Well, the governor must be held responsible for the crisis in Kwara State. Even Prophet Muhammad fought against religious persecution. Let everyone start his practices or religion without any molestation. The state government is doing a very big mistake here. Yes, I agree that the government in 1974 declared all schools, especially missionary schools, to be public schools. My question is, when governments made such laws, were they the one who built the structures in those schools? The certificate of occupancy does not belong to government or to the missionaries, but Christian. But because you are a government, you made the decree over what does not belong to you. The only solution still remains: all schools that are religiously inclined, if it is Christian school, hijab should not be used, and if it is Muslim school, hijab should be used. Then the community schools should be mixed. Anything other than this solution should not be accepted, especially the Christian missionary schools. Let Kwara State government take it to international courts. Let the Khan chapter of that state never allow it. This is Kwara State governor. Hold him responsible. Kwara is one of the oldest states in Nigeria, and there have been missionary schools existing before he came to power. So why now? When governments are paying lip service to governance, the end result is choice. When you are told you can't wear shoe, slippers, enter Mokaranta, you dare not. But due to love and peace nature of Christians, government is allowing double standard. I pity Kwara State government on the hijab wearing matter. Nigerians are fighting for useless things, fighting for religion that can never save them. Your imam and pastors can't even tell you the truth, but bringing you closer to your graves. All this selfish religionism and politics will only have detrimental effect on the innocent children. This previous generation needs to be sent for proper mental treatment, as they are all bent on destroying the country more than what is already on ground. And the government is mute on this because they are all Muslims and share the same faith and belief. If it was the Christian that vowed to burn down mosque, the government would have run after them immediately. So guys, let's hear your opinion on this.